Hello guys, and welcome back to Reborn with Michael Watson. Today I want to talk about scientific prayer, the most wonderful, powerful technique that I've used to manifest and change my life recently. And I've been really getting into it for a long time. Before I go into what it is and how to apply it, if you like Spirituality Simplified, please do like, share and subscribe. Also guys, could you please comment down below, what would you like me to talk on next? Is there any teachers you'd like me to break down? Is there any teachings that you'd like me to discuss or look into or bring to you and explain in a way that you've never heard before? Comment down below if there's anything you'd like me to talk about. Okay guys, so scientific prayer. What is it? Why do we need to use it? Why is it so life-changing? Well, I don't know if he coined the phrase, but I got the phrase from the great Joseph Murphy. Dr. Joseph Murphy, I should say. And if you like Neville Goddard, if you are into manifestation, you must learn as much from this man as possible. Trust me, he's a huge inspiration of mine. Scientific prayer is as such. We understand that we have a conscious and subconscious mind. The conscious mind is the thinking mind. It is the one that helps us to choose things and recognize things, sort things. And then we have the subconscious mind, which is a deeper mind. It has no self-thought of its own. It only takes on what is impressed upon it. It is the mind that is connected to the deeper mind, the godlike mind. It is your path to the spiritual mind. So what I'm trying to say to you here is scientific prayer takes these premises and it says, okay, so what I need to do is I need to scribe with my conscious mind, my pen, onto my subconscious mind. And once my subconscious mind accepts the dominant new feeling and thought, it will express it on the screen of space. Now here's what I'm trying to explain here. Scientific prayer isn't mindless repetition. You need to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Now scientific prayer also isn't like the prayers that we've been taught from the Bible where it says, please God guide me on this. It says, no, I am divinely guided. Instead, it doesn't say, please God bring me wealth. It says, I am divinely prospered. These are the things. It's a claim, boldly claim the truth. So it takes the idea of Mark from the Bible, what ye ask for in prayer and believe is already yours, it shall be. It takes that from the Bible, so we start to claim. So to pray scientifically is to claim. Claim that which you want to be. Now here's the thing. The mind is like a untrained soldier at times. You need to train it. This is what scientific prayer does. It says, I'm going to release the old, and I'm never going to emotionally embrace the things that I don't like. I'm only going to claim that which I want to be. So what I need to do is I need to start to claim lovingly and boldly. Now the step that you need to remember is you need to get very relaxed. You need to quiet the body, quiet the mind, relax a lot, and then start to claim it. You see, the quiet mind accepts the next the quiet mind accepts the truths that you place upon it. You see, if your mind is overcome with anxieties and fears and worries, claiming divine peace and harmony is not going to be enough. Now what you can do is you can gently repeat a prayer like divine peace fills my soul, divine love saturates my entire being. You can repeat that through the anxiety until you feel the feeling of relaxation, until the divine verities and truths that you have claimed have washed over the system and brought you back to harmony. Now what I tend to prefer to notice the feeling that I have, sit with it, observe it, release it, then claim these divine truths. Now here's the beautiful thing. What I like about scientific prayer is we want it to be melodic, and also I want the words to really evoke something in you. So I love saying the way that I would never speak in real life. You know, when I go home from work and my wife says, how was your day? I don't say, it was divinely guided and peaceful, thank you. So when I'm claiming that in my prayer therapy or scientific prayer, that is, my mind really listens, because it's something that it's not used to hearing. So what we want to know is we want the words to have meaning. You know, it's interesting, right? Because I heard Dan Pandini talk about this. You know, when he said, when you say he was like about manifestation, you can be in your mind and say apple. But the mind is going, is it an Apple computer, an apple, red apple, green apple? He's saying, make it so that the mind really understands what you're saying. So when I do say things like divine peace fills my soul, divine love saturates my entire being, I'm divinely guided in all of my ways, infinite harmony guides my way, divine prosperity flows to me freely, lovingly, joyously, I accept this now. Now suddenly there's a melody to it, there's feeling to it, it evokes a sensation within me. Now that is divine prayer, because you know what you're doing and why you're doing it. So as you do that, you go, I know that the more that I claim these truths, the more that my conscious mind is impressing upon my subconscious mind the eternal truths of God, which is divine peace, harmony, flow, abundance and joy. So now I'm starting to say, okay then, now these eternal truths are my truths. Now I do this, and you do it right without keep checking in on whether the prayer has come. You do it because you just feel it washing over you. Eventually that screen of space will change. Your whole life will be transformed. You grow in faith. Now your go-to thing is prayer rather than reaction, is go inward rather than outward. As above, so below, as within, so without. This is what scientific prayer is trying to explain to you. Make it about the internal truths. What is your inner world saying? Well, I'm going to consistently tell the story of divine prosperity, guidance, love, beauty, harmony. Now, if that is true, if I've got peace in my heart and love throughout my entire being, then I'm going to have no illness. If I've got peace surrounding me, flowing through me, then I'm going to have no trouble in my bank account. If I've got divine love guiding my way, then I'm going to come into no harm. These are the eternal truths of life. But what we tend to do is we tend to talk and moan and worry to each other, which is human. We're not judging the self by doing that. But instead I'm saying, let's speak of something different. Why waste our energy on what is the problem and give it more power? You see, worry, like I've said many times, is praying for that which you don't want. As the more that you condemn which that you don't want, the more you actually give it power. You see, the subconscious mind has no feeling of its own. It just accepts the dominant thought. So if your dominant thought is lack, then you're going to see more lack. But if you can make the dominant thought divine prosperity, watch out, because you're going to have something come into your life that gives you that freedom. I want you to know that it's a state of being that you're creating, which then literally will show itself on the screen of space in front of you. You do not need to be concerned about problems. We only need to be concerned about our inner world. Don't fight the problem. Change the inner world and the problem cannot exist. I like it like this is the idea, I like it with the idea of that fire cannot exist without oxygen. So what I'm doing every time that fire arises, I'm not giving it the oxygen of my attention. So it diminishes, it leaves. So what I'm trying to say to you is this scientific prayer is about a definite way of focusing the mind, training the mind like a soldier to go towards the eternal truths rather than the reactions of life. I hope that explains scientific prayer for you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next one, guys.